Hi friends, today we have come down to Alton Towers for the very last day of the season. Now it is the last day of the season, but it is also their fireworks spectacular as well. They hold this every single year and it is absolutely legendary. Probably the best fireworks that you'll see outside of London in the UK. They're absolutely awesome, they are timed to the music, and there is always some kind of show. It's not just fireworks, there is always a light show, laser show to go with it as well. So we're very, very excited to be here for this today. This year, it's actually been filmed around the Phalanx and around Nemesis Reborn. As this is a very big year for Forbidden Valley and Nemesis and the relaunch of that, they've also now themed the fireworks this year to the Phalanx Expo. So Phalanx Expo 2024 is what we're themed to for the fireworks this year. So really excited to see what they're going to do with this. Normally it takes a very generic theme where sometimes they celebrate like their big 6 roller coasters and things like that. But this year it seems like it's all themed around the Phalanx. Reasons for that being that they are doing a lot of work with this IP this year. They've also got a new ride for next year, which is also, as far as we're aware, themed to the same thing as well. So really looking to see what this is all about tonight and how good these fireworks are.
So the Phalanx Expo 2024 is all set up and ready to go. As you can see behind me, we've got the main stage, which has been there pretty much all, no, it has been there all season. We've got the main stage behind me, which has been there all season. We've got another stage in the middle, here somewhere, set up as well. And yeah, there's supposedly some kind of announcement tonight. Now, from what I'm hearing, we're expecting an announcement from the resort tonight around something. We don't know what it is. Obviously, it's going to be something to do with the Phalanx. Obviously, it's going to be something to do with the Phalanx Expo, I would imagine. And they're planning an announcement down Tower Street around the Phalanx and protecting like the planet and something to do with like exploring space. So my thoughts, my theory, we'll see if I'm right, is that we're going to get some kind of Phalanx Forbidden Valley re-theme on Galactica, formerly Air, the flying coaster here at the resort. That's my little hunch. That's my prediction. Whether or not it's going to be true, I guess we'll find out tonight, but that's my prediction anyway. But looking at the event, it looks really, really cool. I'm really excited for it. We have done fireworks for 2 years in a row now, and each year it's got better for me. And this year I'm really looking forward to it. It seems like we've got full-on theme, which you know me and Rob both love. I can't quite get over just how vast this space is. So if we look all the way around, this is going to be filled with people later. There is a band set up on the stage over there as well, so I guess that there's going to be a band on while we're waiting for the fireworks and stuff. And there's also going to be an appearance from the Phalanx CEO, I think is his title. So I'm really looking forward to that and seeing what that's all about and what he's got to say. I don't really understand exactly what the Phalanx Expo is supposed to be yet. I'm not entirely sure what to expect from it or what to expect from tonight. It is definitely one of my favourite themes that the resort has come up with in a long time. So I'm really, really looking forward to this actually.
So with today's fireworks theme being all about the Phalanx, we thought we would make our day all about the Phalanx and all about Forbidden Valley as well. So we've headed up to Forbidden Valley to get a ride on Galactica, get a ride on Nemesis, and also Nemesis Subterra, I almost forgot that name, Nemesis Subterra as well. And it seems like everyone else has had exactly the same idea as us, because it is very, very busy up here. So yeah, I think with Alton Towers making the fireworks this year all about the Phalanx and all about this IP that they seem to be really getting behind and really trying to build and really trying to push. It seems that yeah, everyone else had the same. Everyone else is in a very phalanxy place and is up here as well. It seems to be getting quite a cult following behind it as well. Exactly the same as when the Smiler was built and the Smiler came out and all the followers of the Smiler and all that kind of thing. I feel like the Phalanx and this kind of IP that Alton Towers have created is getting the same kind of like fandom, if you like, that what the Smiler got. So yeah, so we headed on to Galactica. It's only about a 25-minute wait. So we went on the Galactica just because we think there might be some kind of re-theme for Galactica for 2025 to kind of tie in the whole of Forbidden Valley as a one and kind of get that IP across the whole of the zone, the whole of the area. Then also we've got the new ride for next year as well, which is going to be a flat ride, and it's going to be over there where the green is. right where Ripsaw used to be. If you know Alton Towers, right where Ripsaw used to be is exactly where the new ride is going to be, the new flat ride. And it's looking really good. A lot of progress has been made. Clearly the rest of it is going to be made during the winter season. And I guess ride hardware will be delivered during the winter season as well. But yeah, they've also set up a nice little scene over there as well, like a little set piece, kind of in a way, kind of trying to describe what's coming and what kind of theme it's going to take. I'm pretty sure it's going to take the theme of the Phalanx, and there's going to be like an extra part to the story that we've got at the moment, and they're going to add to it with whatever the theme of this ride is going to be. So all very exciting. A lot more focus on Forbidden Valley yet again. So we've had focus on Forbidden Valley this year with the retrack of Nemesis. It doesn't seem like Alton Towers is stopping there when it comes to, you know, putting more money and more investment into Forbidden Valley. So it seems like they're going the extra mile now. There's going to be a flat ride here. We think there's going to be a re-theme of Galactica on here. I think a lot of the fandom believe that that's what's going to happen, and we believe that potentially that is what tonight's announcement is going to be. Could be completely wrong, but I really can't see them putting this much money and this much investment in this area without doing something with Galactica. I can see them really tying Galactica in with the whole thing, and then 2025 will kind of be a bow around Forbidden Valley and Forbidden Valley considered done, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I kind of feel that they want to kind of box that off next year and kind of say, okay, that's Forbidden Valley invested in, that's done, Galactica sorted, new flat ride in there, Nemesis retracked, we're done with that area. And then they can start looking at other areas of the park that they can invest in the future. But yeah, that's what I think is, that's what I think that's what a lot of people think. I think that's what's come in, and that's what we're looking at. So the set piece that they've set up just over there by the new ride looks like barrels of some kind of green ooze. I don't know anything more than that. It looks like green ooze, maybe some kind of experiment that's gone wrong. But again, like I said before, one thing I absolutely love about all this, and I love about Alton Towers, is they really do put effort into storytelling. A little bit like what Universal do, a little bit like what Disney do. They really do put effort into their storytelling, and I think, and that's what they're doing here with the Phalanx, with this kind of military body that has been created, fictional body that's been created by Alton Towers to kind of tell this story, the story of this kind of alien creature that's been living underground for all this time, and that's the theme of this particular ride. And now they're adding to it with this flat ride that's going in.
Scientific personnel and civilian visitors. Everything is under control. The containment zone. Phalanx operatives will ensure your security at all times. It is imperative that all civilians obey their instructions without question or hesitation. Thank you for observing all safety precautions. You are now under military jurisdiction.
So we've got a ride on Galactica. We only waited 20 minutes. The queue has actually gone up now. It's on nearly an hour, I think. So that's quite long for Galactica. Galactica, it is a good ride. It was the first of its kind. So it's the first B&M flying coaster that they ever made. what they do with flying coasters now is a lot more intense to what Galactica is. We don't do it every time we come, but it is nice now and again to get on Galactica. I did used to prefer it as Air. So when it first opened, it was called Air, and I did prefer that, and I preferred the theme of it. And then it got changed to Galactica so ever many years later, and I think the theme was almost lost as soon as it was done. Like literally after like maybe 1 season, 1.5 seasons, the theme was lost, and I don't even think anybody knows what the theme of it is and what's going on anymore. Because when they did retheme it, it did have VR put on it, which I think was all the rage at the time. A few coasters around the world got VR put on them. I've never been a fan of it. I didn't like it. If I'm honest, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. I think if you're going to ride a roller coaster and you've got all this steel, you want to ride that roller coaster and you want to see what you're doing. You don't need VR on it. If you're going to put VR on it, you might as well go and sit in a simulator. That's the way I see it. That's my opinion. So I didn't enjoy the VR. And when they said they were taking the VR off it, I was like, oh, thank God for that. Unfortunately now, I feel like the whole theme of it has been completely lost because the theme was built around the VR. With the VR now gone, the theme is lost. So I'll be quite happy and excited if they retheme it. It won't change how it rides, it won't change the track, it won't change anything apart from the theme. But I think with a nice story behind it, I think it'll be a lot more enjoyable. It'll be a more enjoyable coaster if it's brought into the theme of what Forbidden Valley is, and it's kind of rethemed and given a new story and, you know, new pre-shows, etc., etc. I think it'll be a lot more enjoyable. So I'm looking forward to see if that's what we're doing. I hope that's what we're doing. I really hope that's what we're doing. If we're not, we're not. But I hope that's what we're doing. But yeah, I think it'd be good to get it rethemed, create a new story around it, and yeah, just make it enjoyable again. Because I think at the moment it's just steel. It's just a coaster. It's just steel. You just ride it, and that's it. The story's lost, and I'm a big lover of the stories. I love the stories to rides. I love the experience. And if you take the story away, the experience just becomes steel. What do you think?
Totally agree. I was just thinking to myself while you were talking there, Galactica just feels very lost and kind of forgotten about. And I don't think that helps because of its location. Not saying necessarily forgotten about by guests, but now that it's had the retheme, they've taken away the thing they put in for the retheme, and it's no longer what it was, the theme no longer makes sense to me anymore, so it just feels a little bit lost and a little bit like it doesn't know what it is. So yeah, I would love to see it rethemed. I've said it for a while now. Originally I said put it back to being Air, but now that they've themed Forbidden Valley in the way that they have, I think it would be great to kind of pull that in, because it doesn't, to me, it doesn't really flow with the area as it is at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the ride. It was, when I first came to Alton Towers, it was one of my favourite rides here, and that was back when it was Air. But yeah, for me, it's lost a little bit of its mojo, and I think it would be quite easy to pull that back.
So just having a little walk down towards the gardens. We've done Galactica, done Nemesis, we've also done Subterra. I don't think we're going to get many more rides done today because it is very busy and the queues are quite long. So yeah, I think we've done quite well to get those in. But like I said, we want to just focus on those kind of rides today, just because it's all about the Phalanx at the moment. It's all about this IP that Alton Towers are. And I keep saying that. Alton Towers are growing, sorry. I keep saying that, this IP. And it is. I think it's amazing that Alton Towers are basically have created their own IP and that they're now pushing this and growing it. And like I said before as well, there's a lot of fandom behind it as well. There are a few people here like cosplaying it as well, which is amazing. And it's awesome to see things like that. You know, fans really getting behind what they're doing. And if I'm being completely honest, I much prefer parks to make their own IPs and make something their own, rather than taking IPs from other places, if that makes sense.
So the time is just approaching 4:30, so we're going to head down to the lawns and just check it out, see what the situation is, see how busy it is down there. If it's all right, we'll head off and do a few other bits before we go down there. If it's starting to get busy, we'll probably just have to wait down there. The last thing we want to do is get ourselves into a situation where we've got a terrible view, which has happened before. So yeah, we'll head down there now, just see where it's at, how many people are down there, what kind of positions are still available, and then make a decision from there. I need to get a drink at some point as well. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it. It looks incredible. I've only seen, like, as I've been scrolling through social media, I've literally just been like like Ham in Toy Story when he's got the TV remote, trying to flick through it all. But yeah, we've avoided all spoilers again pretty much, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we've done pretty
done
well.
my best. It's taken a lot to scroll past it, but yeah.
There's been a lot of it the past
Yeah.
2 days because it has been on for 3 days. This is the final day.
Yeah.
It has been on a lot. There's been a lot of social media coverage of it, but we've avoided everything. So yeah, pretty proud of that. And I've got no idea what to expect either, which is good. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, very much. I think it's just coming across as a completely different fireworks show to what we usually get from Alton Towers. So
yeah,
I kind of like the way they're doing, like, it's kind of like a ride reveal, I suppose. How much of it, I don't know if you can hear me now. Yeah, it's kind of like a ride reveal and a next part of the story reveal, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's quite exciting.
I quite like that they seem to be developing this story as the kind of land develops. They seem to be bringing more and more into it, and the Phalanx is becoming more kind of focused on and centered around. So yeah, I like it. I like what they're doing. I'm excited to see what this is all about. It's definitely going to be interesting. Last year's was really emotional. I'm not expecting the same thing from this year.
Well, you don't know, do you?
But I don't know, so we'll see. So let's head down there now.
So from what we've read, the Phalanx Expo is being led by John Dalton. John Dalton is a fictional character, a fictional CEO that's been created. I think that's just absolutely awesome that Alton Towers are creating these characters that we can follow. And yeah, they are actually creating a sci-fi story with this. It's awesome. And as a sci-fi fan myself, this is crazy. This is awesome. And I'm loving it, and I really, really want more of the story to be created and more of the story to be put out there for us to consume. Boys and girls, it's all been leading to this. Welcome to the Phalanx Expo.
Well, I wasn't going to catch a bus, was I? My esteemed guests, tonight Phalanx show you, through our investigations into the Nemesis asset, the bright future it has created. Ladies and gentlemen, let the Phalanx Expo begin! It's been quite the journey to get here. So before we go forward, let's look back on what we and the Nemesis asset have shared on the road that led us to tonight.
In 1994, Alton Towers was disturbed by an interdimensional alien being, Nemesis. Phalanx troops secured the beast, and all came to witness her might.
Y'all ready for this?
And then
Nemesis is closed.
after 30 years of secure observation, Nemesis began mutating at a rapid pace. Phalanx scientists from across the globe sought to understand her, learn from her, and ensure her survival. And in 2024, Nemesis was reborn. Phalanx and Nemesis working together to ensure the future of planet Earth.
Here we go!
Alert, alert. Incoming transmission from spacecraft. Translation in progress.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Translation complete. Message reads, Phalanx, prepare for annihilation.
civilians, stay where you are. I guarantee Phalanx will protect you every step of the way. Code red! All Phalanx troops to battle formations.
Alert, alert. Battle protocol initiated. All Phalanx troops to Expo Arena.
Activate the parachute. Everything we've got. Point it at the skies!
Activate the
neutralized.
Ladies and gentlemen, I said tonight would be explosive. And we showed E.T. who's boss. Here, at the Phalanx Expo, you witness the future. And from tonight, Phalanx will advance onwards into the universe to protect, to conquer. With Nemesis by our side, we will rise like a phoenix together. I am Phalanx. You are Phalanx.
We hope you enjoyed the Phalanx Expo, presented by Alton Towers Resort.
So we finished the show and headed straight up to Nemesis to get our last ride on Nemesis. I mean, we did have a good hour and a half, and I thought we might get a couple of rides in, but looking at how many people were leaving the show at the end and how congested it was crazy, crazy busy. So yeah, I thought we were only going to get one more ride, so we chose Nemesis. We started the season with Nemesis, and we've ended the season with Nemesis, so that was really, really nice. Yeah, by the time we got up to Forbidden Valley, it actually took quite a while to get through the queue. Nemesis was showing a 10-minute queue when we got there, but then when we got into the queue and started waiting, I think it ended up being nearly an hour and a half that we ended up waiting in the end. So a bit of a shame we didn't get anything else, but unfortunately last day of the season, big fireworks show, the park is incredibly busy. Yeah, that was all we managed to do, but it was a really, really nice ride right at the end, a night ride as well. Really nice to start the season. Our first ride to start of the season back in March was Nemesis, and we've ended the season today on Nemesis as well, so that was nice. Really enjoyed it. It's probably my favourite ride in the UK, so yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun. And yeah, what a day it's been today. Not quite the day that I thought, and not quite the day that I had planned, if I'm being completely honest. Very, very busy, a lot of long queues today, and we ended up waiting for the fireworks show. I think we started waiting a good 2 hours before, just because I didn't want to get a rubbish spot, and I didn't want to end up getting stuck behind tall people and not being able to see everything. So we decided, as a one-off here, that we'd wait the 2 hours. So yeah, we found a nice spot and we waited it out. But yeah, so the day itself, not a bad day. just a very busy day. Didn't get on as many rides as what we'd liked. We got on the ones up in Forbidden Valley, and that was really all we managed to get done, really. We didn't go anywhere near Rita or 13. We didn't even get on the Curse of Alton Manor today. It was shut most of the day though, so that was one of the reasons. It was shut for the majority of the day. I think it reopened when the fireworks started, which is something like that, a bit crazy. But yeah, wow, and we didn't even go anywhere near Oblivion or Smiler either. So yeah, a bit of a funny day today. But I think the whole point of today really was just to see the season out and see this show, see the fireworks and the show that Alton Towers put on. So that was really our main aim for today. It wasn't really to do a full park day, a full ride day. It was just really to see the show. So, and we got that in. So we ticked that off, and got a couple of rides on Nemesis, like I said, and also Galactica as well. So tick that off as well. But yeah, the main event today, the headline event today was the fireworks show, and it looked so different to what it normally looks like, with all this Phalanx branding all around it, and this kind of this IP that Alton Towers are really pushing at the moment. And yeah, it was crazy. I really didn't know what to expect. When I got here, I thought, wow, what is going on here today? What is this? Like, I really didn't understand. I really didn't understand what it meant by Phalanx Expo. I was like, crazy. I don't really get it, but it was interesting. Very interesting. What did you think?
I loved it.
Did you?
Again, also didn't understand really what it was all about this morning when we first got here. Didn't really understand what it was about. It all seemed very positive, and my perception of the Phalanx was that we're not supposed to like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the show started and it all kind of started to make sense. I forgot his name.
John Dalton.
John Dalton turned up, and I don't think I've ever seen a fireworks show quite like that one.
Yeah.
If I'm totally honest. It's totally different to what Alton Towers have done before. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And the fact that there was like a whole storyline, there was like live actors, there was fire and explosions, and it was next level, and I absolutely loved it. What did you think?
So it's crazy, but yeah, I am inclined to agree. I think it was amazing. I thought it was an absolutely amazing show. When I first got there and I didn't understand the whole Phalanx Expo thing, I was like, I'm not too sure about this. I'm not too sure where we're going with this. And then, like, the video, like, I'm saying the video because obviously it was a pre-recorded video, but it was meant to look like John Dalton had just landed in his helicopter, the helicopter that is outside Nemesis, which was quite cool. That had all been obviously pre-recorded with John Dalton getting off the helicopter and walking down Forbidden Valley like he was on his way to the expo. It was so good. I literally stood there going, that's really clever, that's a good idea. That was really good. And then John Dalton appears and all the fireworks go off and there's fire effects. And then halfway through the expo, it's like the Earth is getting attacked by aliens, and the Phalanx have to like kick in and like shoot up rockets to like destroy them and basically save Earth. I mean, what? It was really good. It was so good. I really enjoyed it, and I think I had my mouth open all the way through it.
I think I did too.
It was not at all what I expected. Nowhere near what I expected.
No.
Not at all. But yeah, seeing like Earth get attacked was just awesome, and then all the fire effects, the explosions get off like we're being attacked and everything. Oh, it was just unreal. It was good, but you really kind of had to be there to see it. But it was amazing.
I mean, you'll get an idea from the video that we've included in the vlog.
Yeah.
But yeah, to actually understand what it was like and what was going on, I think you needed to be there. I don't even think the video that we're going to include will do it justice.
No, it won't. It absolutely won't. And we won't be able to include the whole thing either because there was a lot of copywritten music in there that we won't be able to get in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we won't be able to include all of it. But it was awesome. It was really good. I love the fact that it had a whole story to it, and then halfway through we get attacked and it all like shuts down. All that, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Mm-hmm. And all the explosions going off, and you could really feel them under your feet, bang under your feet. It was crazy. It was so,
I've never seen
so
anything
good.
quite like it.
No. That is 100% definitely. You will not get a better fireworks show outside of London. Probably outside of New Year,
Yeah.
New Year London. You won't get anything
And even then,
like, yeah, you won't get anything like that in the UK. I'm telling you, no, there's no way.
previously,
There are no fireworks shows that will rival that.
previously I would have agreed with you, but I even think that probably rivals because of the whole storyline thing. I think it probably rivals London at New Year. To be fair, now,
Yeah, that is not a cheap show.
not
That
at all.
is not a cheap show that they're putting on.
No, it was phenomenal.
3 nights in that week. That is not cheap. It was amazing. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was brilliant. People want to go home. It was awesome. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So we've had a really, really good day today.
Great way to end the season. That
Yeah,
was.
it was a really nice way to end the season. It was really good. And then the little Alton Towers, Hall of the Mountain King was
Yeah,
on the
that
end.
always
and
is
all
like
that was nice, wasn't
a
it?
nice little nod.
Yeah,
Because
because
they did it as like the Phalanx Expo presented by Alton Towers,
Yeah.
which is really clever. Because I was like, how are they going to incorporate this? And then it came up presented by Alton Towers. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah,
that's clever.
it was really clever, really good. And then you get Hall of the Mountain King right at the end with a big little firework display and stuff, and then the Alton Towers logo popped up, and it was like really kind of like heartwarming and nostalgic, I suppose, in a way,
Yeah.
because that's the music that Alton Towers is known by. It was the music that was used in all of the old adverts for Alton Towers back in the 90s. So yeah, it was really nice to have that little bit right at the end. It made me go, I really liked it. It was really good.
Loved it.
So yeah, really good. A really good close to the 2024 season. Really, really looking forward to the 2025 season and what that's going to bring. And yeah, what amazing days out and adventures we can have here through the 2025 season.
Me too. I mean, there's a potential that we might pop back for Christmas, depending on what the offering is this year. I haven't looked at it yet,
No.
so I'm not sure what's on offer.
We don't usually do Christmas very often.
No, not here.
No, we kind of usually go a little bit quiet at Christmas though. It's too cold. I can't do it. It's too cold for me. I hate it. I hate being outside at Christmas.
We do stuff at Christmas. We just don't.
Not a lot.
There's not many parks in the UK that have an offering that is worth it for us.
That's worth getting that cold for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We might be back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to next season. I'm kind of sad the season's over, but it
happens every year.
It happens every year, and
happens-
it gives us the opportunity to build that excitement for next year's opening. So
Exactly, and we've got that new ride next year coming, which is really exciting as well. Which
Very
I
exciting.
can't remember I haven't got the name for yet, but yeah, we've got the new ride for next year coming. So we're looking forward to seeing that and seeing what that's all about and seeing how that adds to the story.
So if you have got this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let us know in the comments below if you have been to Alton Towers Fireworks this year, and if you did, what you thought of them compared to previous years if you've seen those. To keep up with all our Disney doings and theme park shenanigans, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell while you're there as well. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.